How I healed myself through meditation and breathing exercises. I never believed in meditation or breathing exercises. To me, they were just trendy buzzwords thrown around by people who wore yoga pants and drank green juice. I was someone who thrived on caffeine, deadlines, and the buzz of a fast-paced life, or so I thought. Until one day, my body decided it had enough. The breaking point. It started subtly, a tightness in my chest when I climbed the stairs or a slight dizziness after skipping meals. I brushed it off as stress, something a glass of wine or a night of binge-watching could fix. But the day I had a full-blown panic attack in the middle of a client presentation, I knew I couldn't ignore it anymore. My hands trembled uncontrollably, my heart pounded like it wanted to escape, and I couldn't catch my breath. I felt like I was dying. After endless tests, my doctor said, "You're fine. It's just stress." Just stress, I thought bitterly. How could something as intangible as stress make me feel like my body was falling apart? Searching for a solution. Desperate for relief, I tried everything: prescription medications, supplements, therapy. They helped, but only temporarily. I was still a ticking time bomb. A friend suggested I try meditation and breathing exercises. I laughed in their face. I need real solutions, not sitting around doing nothing. But that night, as I lay awake with my chest tight and my thoughts racing, I decided to give it a shot. What did I have to lose? The first steps. I started small, downloading a free app with guided meditations. My first session was awkward. Sitting still for 5 minutes felt like an eternity. My mind was a hurricane of to-do lists and self-doubt, and I couldn't breathe deeply without overthinking it. But I kept at it. Every morning, I sat in my living room, closed my eyes, and tried again. It wasn't easy. On day 3, I felt frustrated and wanted to quit. But then the guide said something that stuck: you don't have to silence your mind. Just notice your thoughts and let them go, like leaves floating on a stream. That image stayed with me. Slowly, I stopped fighting my thoughts and just let them be. Breathing through the chaos. The real breakthrough came when I added breathing exercises to my routine. At first, I learned the 4-7-8 method: inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7, exhale for 8. It felt unnatural at first, but I could feel my heart rate slow every time I did it. One day, after a particularly stressful meeting, I sat in my car and did the exercise. To my surprise, the tightness in my chest eased within minutes. Then I discovered alternate nostril breathing, or Nadi Shodhana. It sounded ridiculous, but it worked like magic. I felt balanced, clear-headed, and even energized afterward. The changes I didn't expect. After a few weeks, I noticed subtle shifts. My panic attack stopped, and I slept through the night for the first time in months. My constant headaches vanished, and even my coworkers commented that I seemed calmer and more focused. But the most surprising change was emotional. Meditation taught me to sit with my feelings instead of running from them. I began to understand my triggers and respond rather than react. The breathing exercises became my anchor. Whenever I felt stress bubbling up, I turned to them instead of reaching for caffeine or zoning out on my phone. A new way of living. Today, meditation and breathing exercises aren't just tools I use during tough times, they're part of my daily life. I spend 10 minutes each morning meditating, followed by a few rounds of deep breathing. It's not just about managing stress anymore, it's about connecting with myself. Healing through meditation and breathing exercises wasn't an overnight transformation. It was a messy, sometimes frustrating process. But it taught me one of the most valuable lessons of my life: healing doesn't come from running away. It comes from sitting still, breathing deeply, and facing yourself with patience and compassion. If you're struggling, I hope my story inspires you to take a deep breath and give it a try. You might just find the peace you didn't know you were looking for.